Hello, Bojack community. Today is April 12th, 2026. This morning, the market went down. Bitcoin went below 80,000 a coin. At one point, it went down over $2,000. Ethereum also went down $77, close to 4%. NASDAQ also went down. And I checked the oil price, and lo and behold, both the WTI and the Brent, they went up, and both are over $100 a barrel right now. Um, the Strait of Hormuz is still closed. That's why we see, oil is not coming in or out of that strait. And the latest news I saw, the satellite pictures show that there are oil being dumped, near the Karg Island in the Strait of Hormuz. So there are many speculations on what might have happened. It could be because one or several of the tankers, oil tankers, just start leaking. But my guess is that the IRGC, because the oil storage in and around Karg Island is up to the brim, so the IRGC probably ordered the oil production facilities to start dumping crude oil into the Persian Gulf, the Strait of Hormuz. So, for these people, if they're willing to kill tens of thousands of their own citizens, they have no hesitance to dump oil into the ocean, destroying the environment. Because these people are just inherently evil, as we have seen, the evil things they've done over the past 47 years. You cannot put it past them. I mean, I would not imagine they have any hesitancy to dump oil and destroy the environment. And the market is going to react to that because in the past week or so, the market thinks that once the oil storage of Iran gets filled up, they will have to come to the negotiation table and capitulate to American demands. And the market never, I guess, priced in how evil the Iranian regime could be, the Islamic regime could be, and start dumping oil and destroying the environment. But right now, the market is beginning to wake up to this reality, this sad reality, and that's why we see prices of oil going up. And I don't think the situation is going to improve until at least when Trump meets with Xi later this week. Hopefully, Trump is going to convince Xi that by supporting the IRGC, China is standing on the opposite side of history, the wrong side of history, and maybe he can convince Xi to stop supporting the IRGC militarily, economically, and financially. And if China agrees to do that and actually, stops supporting the IRGC, the whole regime is going to collapse very soon, very quickly. So, um, again, as we said before, both China and the U.S. know that it's not the time to have a major war with one another. So it's better to talk, to negotiate, and to compromise instead of going head to head and to fight. With the revolution of AI, it's much better to collaborate than to kill one another. So I'm optimistic of the coming meeting between Xi and Trump, and with the new head of the FOMC, the Fed chairman, being installed, the markets should be doing a lot better in the coming days and weeks. It's a good day for us to see that our token, is in the green compared to the overall market. Of course, I think we should be at least multiple times the market cap as we are in right now. But it takes time. The market, the people who were in our token, they got really hurt over the past 3 months because of this shenanigan pulled by the founding team. So it takes time and patience, to rebuild the trust that our token has. And again, to reiterate what we said yesterday, I still consider our token as the most reliable, the de facto Wojak token out there. Because if you do a search in Dex Screener or Dex Tools on Wojak, there are over 2 dozens of Wojaks coming out. So how do you separate one from another, right? Um, Even the New Jack team says, "Oh, we have the capital, we have the connections with the centralized exchanges, uh, we have the know-how, the expertise." Uh, but what's preventing another team several months down the road with more capital, with better connections with these centralized exchanges, to siphon the capital away from the New Jack token, right? I mean, you don't really have any moat or any competitive advantage that's not that cannot be replicated by another more competent and better capitalized team. So to me, you can fake almost everything. You can almost create anything in crypto except time. And that's why having this token that's been running for over 3 years, that survived 3 times of 90% plus drawdowns, that is one advantage that no team can copy. We are the longest running Wojak token. Yes, there's another watch token, WOJ token, running on PancakeSwap that was older than us, but since its inception, it was not really active, and it doesn't really have a community. And also the ticker, is WAJ, not Wojak. So, but I do envision that in the future, all the OG Wojaks across different platforms, on Ethereum, on Binance, on Solana, is going to congregate and consolidate under one banner. Maybe call it OG Wojak, and you know we can grow together, under the same banner. But for now, we need to get our Wojak token to stand out as the longest running OG Wojak token out there, and that requires all the efforts from everyone in the community. So I implore everyone to get active, to get the words out, to the wider crypto community, educate them, tell them that we've been around for a while, and we're completely decentralized, and we're not going anywhere. And I believe if we just continue to educate the market, be persistent and consistent, eventually the market will recognize the value that's inherent in us. I mean, I just checked that the Woj token on Binance chain, its capitalization is $4 million. It's 4 times as big as ours, which is ridiculous. We should be at least that much. So thank you so much for sticking with us over the past few months. Don't give up. Be encouraged. Encourage one another. And I firmly believe that better days are ahead. Thank you for tuning in.